Yeah, we have fire sauce, but the Diablo sauce is hotter than the fire sauce.
Yeah, they don't have that here. I want
You're
it.
missing out. You're missing
It's
out.
pretty
man.
good.
I don't like hot sauce, so
Well, that's okay. It don't like you either.
head.
Where is he, bro? What's he doing, dude?
Don't make me throw it.
You know what I don't understand in GT is when they do the Christmas event when it's got snow. Did it even get snow in California?
Yes.
It does.
I always thought Los Angeles didn't snow.
It does snow.
Well, yes, Los Angeles is also in California, but there's other parts that too.
It does
At
snow.
iShares, we believe that deep down inside of every investor
You
How's that?
just don't know.
is
It
a
does.
better investor.
California does.
One that's just
A
waiting to
little
be lit
bit
out.
north of it.
Explore iShares ETFs and insights.
When?
I don't know. It just snows in the winter.
Fundamentally are connected. She is so driven and
I won't snow.
I'm
What?
a follower.
No way.
No way. Fuck's sake.
Tuned in right now,
What?
man. We got over 8,000 people in here. OG Nando, Kid
Nothing, man.
Seiko, Nax. Thank you guys
You
for
made
the
it
love.
down,
Baby
man. Made
Matthew,
it
thank you for the love.
40
V Dan,
years
the man.
without
Appreciate you. Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much, man. I'm just grabbing the timestamps real quick. And we're going to get this show on a roll, ladies and gentlemen. 3 matches today. We have Optic Carolina, map 1,
Burp.
phenomenal.
Beep.
Vito, 49th thing.
Beep. Beep. Beep.
Beautiful.
I love beef.
Let's get
Beep,
ready
beep.
to rumble. We got Killer Fish coming
Oh,
in.
gosh,
I
playing
wanna
this.
bomb Killer Fish. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Give it up for Killer. Get a Willer spam in the chat. Get some sub hype. Zuma, do we join a drag channel? No, I think we just join the state. I think you gotta get improved. I think
3
you gotta
more
get improved.
nights.
Yeah, you join the Zuma drag. You join the Zuma drag room. Yep. Yep, join the Zuma
And I'm
drag
off
room,
for,
and that's probably
like,
where Chandler will get you guys cleared
Bundle.
for the listening party.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What?
Look at Christian Fiddleworth,
Happy
aka
Christmas.
Parasite. This guy's going absolutely nuts.
It's
Yeah,
Still got a week
that's what I'm talking
in the
about.
day.
Chris. That's what I'm talking about.
Still got 8 days,
Yeah.
brother.
Hold on, I gotta make my
I
camera
haven't
smaller.
eaten yet.
No, it's giving these fucking balls in your
Then
mouth.
in 10
you
days,
gay?
it's my birthday.
Well, I don't like that song. I don't like
You're
that one.
cute.
Hey, Paul, give it 18 months, Paul. KY's give it 20
Birthday.
months, and Sleepy Frog give it a tier 1. Appreciate you, bro.
I think you said your
Much love, man. Much
birthday.
love.
I'm like,
bro, the Twitch chat is so vibey. There's just so many colors and fucking cool emotes and shit. You know what I mean? Hey, Taxis and David 9 months. He's give it a gift this up. Appreciate you guys, man. Much love, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, there's one screen. And there is 2 screens. Everything looks nice and nice, and we should be good to go. All right, man. You guys ready?
I'll be back on a little bit later, guys.
All righty.
Hey, man.
Is Javi here?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get Javi.
Let's get.
About to run the
Let's
intro,
get-
guys. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
One.
Here we go.
Where you go?
God, he's gone. Now to talk about him.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode episode of The Flank. I'm joined by the one and only, the human turret, the world champion himself, Sam LaRue, a.k.a. Octane. We got another world champion, one of the best analysis in the game. Give it up for Christopher Duarte, a.k.a. Parasite. We got a multi-world champion, a legend to the Call of Duty space. Give it up for that Slayer, Aches. Of course, we got the executive producer, Mr. Benjay Nassim. And then we got a special guest in the building, Vickle from the Miami Heretics. These guys are starting off 3-0. Vamos in the chat. Give it up for Javi. Javi, what's happening, man? What's good,
I've been on the
bro?
road
What's going
for
on
2
with you,
minutes,
brother?
and this is the third time.
Vamos, baby.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Hey, thanks for coming on, Javi. I appreciate
What the
you, man.
fuck do you do? Oh,
Thanks for
fourth,
the
number
invite, man.
4,
Thanks for
right
the
there.
Hell yeah, bro.
What,
Hey,
who?
we asked a few people, but hey, nobody gave us a yes but you. You know what I mean? Hey, so shout out to you, bro. Huge shout out to Vickle for being
can't
here.
afford a fucking
And congrats
tiny
on the
ball.
start, bro. A little 3-0 start, Vickle. I'm liking that, bro. How you feeling?
Feeling good. I mean,
And they're all older
we
vehicles, so
seen
it's not like it's
two
like
Christmas break, so feeling happy.
Hey,
fucking
hell yeah,
god
dude. Hell yeah.
awful
How's everybody else
expensive
doing,
because you
man?
have
How's
to take
Sam
apart your
and
fucking bumper
Chris,
just to
Ben,
get to it.
Pat? How are you guys, man? How you guys feeling?
I'm back.
I'm feeling great, Tom. It was a 9-0 day, just as everybody expected.
A
Quick
9-0 day, dude. A 9-0 day. It's
I
excellent.
don't know nobody expected these results.
9-0 day, man. Everybody expected.
I know. I mean, listen. I said yesterday it might be a 9-0 day, and like I was right, but I don't think I was right about which teams won. So I'm excited to talk about this, and kind of I think we're in a pretty interesting spot in the league as we go to, unfortunately, a 3-week holiday break. I wish it was shorter, but
The fact that you
Whatever.
called it 9-0
Goodbye.
day, but it didn't go as it was supposed to go is hilarious. That's actually crazy. Chris, how you doing,
I
bro?
wish I was CDL commissioner though. And we didn't have a 3-week break. That
Yeah,
absolutely killed
the
off our
3-week
momentum,
the
but
3-week break is definitely gonna suck, but it is what it is. It's the holidays. Chris, how are you, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Listen, I expected one of the results today. However, like all things, they must be balanced, and we got another surprise result towards the end of the day, but it is what it is.
Yep. Slayer, Pat, what's going on with you, bro? You doing all right? Have a good Sunday?
Yeah, I did until I heard that Ben just wishes we didn't have a holiday break. Is this guy anti holidays?
He doesn't like the holidays,
He's a
man.
Grinch?
No. Let me
Is this guy the Grinch, Tom?
He's the Grinch, Slayer.
No, let me spit on this real quick. Let me-
Here we go. Go ahead, spit on it real quick.
I normally
man.
taste
Yeah.
bread.
Meme ready.
Snap
So
on him.
right now it's the
Inbred.
17th, right?
Yeah.
And
Inbred.
we're gonna take next week off for Christmas.
That's
/
expected.
Other holidays, and then we're taking another week off for New Year's.
That's also expected.
Why are we
Fair
not
enough.
starting matches on the 5th? Why
Wait,
would
wait,
you
wait.
start the
2-hour
weekend after
shift.
that?
Listen, Ben, in Spain, okay, there's a Spanish team. The 6th of January is the Three Wise Men Day. Please, respect for my country. Any good
Ben hates Spaniards.
It's a fucking
You're not showing
holiday.
any
It's a
respect for the
holiday.
Spaniards.
Had no idea.
Oh, man.
Fucking
Ben's
bullshit,
uncultured.
you're
Oh,
crazy.
man.
Holidays, bro.
Cancel this,
I'm glad
man.
Javi said something because I
Talk
was
to Lee.
just
He's
about
been
to
sick
bring
for
up
like
the
a
Three
year.
Wise
You're in the
Men,
whole
bro.
bank holiday
I
fucking
suck all the
season,
time.
bro.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
That's why. That's fucking why. man.
No chance, bro.
All right, man. Let's get right into it, man. Obviously, 3 matches today. We're also doing community questions at the end of today's show. So, command Discord in the chat if you want to join in. We actually
Lee
have like
has
a live
probably the
stage
worst
going
immune
on
system out of
over here. I
anybody
didn't
I
even know
know.
we could do this stuff in Discord. But you guys can basically join the live stage and raise your hand, and we're gonna be answering some questions at the end of this one. We thought it'd be a good idea since the matches are super quick today,
Bundles. You
and
got the
most
worst
of them were
anal
blowouts.
poll.
I mean, all of them
Oh,
were
anybody I know.
blowouts. So we're gonna go over the maps.
Holland?
We'll review
Holland.
some of these matches, and then we'll hop in and
Anal
do some
polyps.
community questions, man. A lot of energy in the chat right now,
Almost
so we
got loads
appreciate
of anal
everybody
polyps.
who's joining
I
up
think
and
Oh,
watching.
so fuck
Anal-
this.
I think if this works
Ain't no
well,
problem.
might use these for some Flank Juniors on like the Mondays or
Yeah, I've been
Tuesdays
sick for
before
4
then.
weeks now.
Dope. I didn't know we
So
could do this.
fuck.
So this is super cool. This is new to me. Shout out to
Doctor's
Chandler.
like,
He's been
oh,
running
it's
our
not what we
Discord.
could
He's been
do.
doing a
It's
great
just
job.
Bible. You've got to
Huge
wait like
shout out
8
to
weeks.
him. I think the Discord.
Wait 8 weeks. Give me an antibiotic,
I know
come.
they've been getting a lot of tournaments going and 8s and
Oh,
stuff
no,
like
we
that.
don't-
So if you guys are
do
interested,
that.
make sure to check
won't
that
give
out.
you
But
them
let's
to
swap
call
on
them cunt.
over. Let's lock in and get ready to go over these matches. First match of the day, Optic Texas
Yeah,
going up
it's common
against
practice.
the
yeah.
Royal Ravens, Carolina Royal
Like,
Ravens. We got
we
Skid
use
Row,
the word
Hardpoint,
cunt
Terminal,
to,
S&D, Karachi Control,
to say
Karachi
nice things
Hardpoint,
about people.
and High Rise, Search and Destroy. I mean, guys, we'll start with you. Anything in the videos,
Like, if I
anything that
say
caught your
you're
eye,
a
or
good
anything
cunt-
that caught you by surprise?
I mean, you're a nice person.
They could have played. Optic
I'll
should
give
have
you a
used this
good
series
cunt.
to play all their worst maps, Tom. every single one of their worst maps.
You think so? You think at that time of the year, Pat, you don't think it's too early to be doing that shit?
At that time of the year against this team. Listen, this Ravens team, every single series they've lost has been a blowout 3-0, and the only series they won was
if someone's
you should have talked to me in that manner.
COD timing, evasion, mid-cut pitch.
If someone's so, wow, that's a nice shirt.
Yeah, absolutely, Tom. I think it's all the top 4 teams should be using these guys as the practice guys for right now. Because they got a lot to work on. Gwyn needs some help. Gwyn is
definitely their best player for sure.
What you fucking weird?
You say that, but I think this hardpoint in particular, watching Skidrow right now, might be Optic's best hardpoint map because I think
that's the problem. They should be playing their worst one against.
It's like I guess it's your choice of like if you're Carolina, do you play Terminal against these guys, which is like a fairly short map? Like, security spawn's got a good chance to win the map, or do you play this one where
there's not a good chance to win the map?
AG and shots, you can just hit infinite fucking pinches on you.
Brother, this is a skill issue. This whole series.
This is
a skill issue, bro. This whole series more than skill issue, bro. I mean, we could talk. They could be playing fucking comeback uplink 5 maps in a row. It don't matter, bro. Like, I don't want to be an asshole, but like,
let's go into the listening. Let's listen to Carolina Royal Ravens. Let's see what the vibes are like in listening. Let's tune in.
I got him. Watch Dion. Dashi. It was up. Tell me. There's 2 there too. One window. One top flat, one at all. One top flat, one at all. Yo, top flat, one at all. He's in tunnel. Yo, I'm trying to keep running down tunnel. Ready? One shot, Freddy. Okay, yo, one is go the steps. Fire, one bullet. Fire right if he wants something. Okay, I'm gonna wrap back up. Okay, yo, I found DP5. There's one DP1, boys. There's one DP1. Ready? Yo, one's on back door, one's on back door. I'm flanking bottom mid. He's close back door, guys.
Yeah, Lee, I hope you're peaceful.
Damn. I'll go to the right. One of them might just be behind that shield. Chucky lane now close up. I'm ulting, guys. Ready, I'm challenging close. He was. Yeah, I need to push. I need to push. That's Young Kenny. Both guys. I'm weak as fuck. I got naded. Front door, Kenny, challenge you.
All right, so that's going to do it for the listening. I mean, some energy. You can see Clay frustrated a little bit at times, but dude, these guys are slow as fuck. I feel like they're not like when they should be running forward and getting aggressive. They're not. They're just kind of standing around. Like even right there in apartments. Like I don't know what they're waiting for. Like they're just kind of hanging out up there. Like they're looking at their pinch. The thing is, if you just push the hill and get the time, you don't got to worry about your pinch. Like that's the problem. Like they're just kind of looking left and right. Like just more decisiveness from them. I think I would say would probably be the biggest issue I see from watching them. Seems like they don't know what they want to do on the map. Like they don't have a game plan. At least
that's been a criticism of GodRx as a player, since his first time in the CDO, and he didn't really have a particularly good series either. So I mean, just something to look out for. Could be GodRx on the chopping block.
Yeah, watching GodRx, he was playing just so slow at times. It's like, dude, it's Skid Row. You have an MCW. Like, there's just times where he can take a chow and die, and it'll be okay. Yeah, everything will be fine. But he's not taking those chows. Like, he's not taking those fights. So I just think maybe, I don't know if it's like a confidence thing or what, but we've seen GodRx have good moments, have good maps. Like I feel like he has it in him. It's just, I think it's more just like a confidence thing for me, honestly. If you're just not chowing, if you're not gonna chow, you're not gonna be able to make plays. You're not gonna be able to do anything. It's weird watching them play sometimes and just seeing them play so passive and not take any risk. I mean, you guys know this, bro. To win, especially to beat the best teams, like you have to take chances.
Yeah.
And obviously,
I feel like they're almost like he's almost playing like we obviously know they're at a skill diff in this series, but like they're also mentality wise feels like they're playing knowing that, you know what I mean? Like, and that's like you can't think that way. And for me, GodRx, like I was expecting him to come in and like, you know, maybe not be a star, but be a star of this team. And yeah, so far just have not seen that at all out of him.
And we haven't seen that out of anybody, bro. The only person on this team that has had any sort of upside.
I wasn't expecting the other two.
I think Clay's had his moments this year. I think Real has literally been just non-existent.
Yeah, he's got to go. He's got to go.
Like that
was the one questionable pickup. No,
I don't think it was questionable. I think Chris can also attest to it. I think Real definitely deserved a shot, but I mean, I haven't had a memorable moment from a series that they've played this year with him. And Gwyn, he's had his. He tried his fucking hardest today. Shout out to Gwyn. But There's no one on this team that's going crazy.
Rail's a tough one because, bro.
You know why I'm always saying that?
I feel like they probably should be a little more patient with him. But
because Alex got a very low immune system
on him, although he's playing from fucking
he gets
Canada
everything.
or whatever. But it feels
and
like
then I get
just from
fucking
the ARs and subs, and the subs
I'm the one
like
that spends most
big
time.
impactful plays, and the ARs like backing up that aggression seems a total disconnect.
You just don't have time to start out slow in the CDO.
For me, like a perfect example of the confidence thing, and just like I don't know, it seems like even just putting
every time I think of you, it just makes me sick.
Clayster doesn't like
just that thought of you makes me want to violently.
When you look at their team and the statistics, he always has a decent amount of damage. He's in there. He's trying his best to get involved, and like he's trying to set pace, but he needs to make sure that everybody is on that same page. Because when you look at some of the younger guys, you would think play from like a mechanical perspective, they're not really getting involved as much as him. It makes no sense. They just need to get more aggressive, get some confidence, because at the very least, if Clay has anything right now, it's the confidence.
Yeah, they clearly have no confidence. Just looked at the fucking vetoes. They vetoed Invasion Hardpoint this year.
Man, I'm glad I stopped taking
Invasion's really good.
He back in the day, man. I used to love it.
Yeah, but
maybe they just don't want to play it.
Really good at, like, again, think about
the vetoes were relevant this series.
Yeah, I know there's a skill dip, but they're also losing the series before it starts.
This was the biggest break in the map right here.
You're telling me you're Carolina. You're
my drug of choice fucking team.
I mean, we don't know what goes into their practice. We don't know how they feel about this map as compared to Invasion. Maybe they get literally slammed by everybody in practice on Invasion, knowing Optic's a great team.
Yeah, but only trying
as a player, this map, Skidrow can like be.
It wasn't like setting smoke all the time.
If you out-rotate a team, even if they're better than you, you can win it. So I feel like maybe they thought it was a better chance for them against a better team.
Maybe.
Headbutt.
I don't know. I feel like this map you can win it. You can win this map by just out-rotating your opponent. But I mean, Optic is just
out-rotating. They lost P2 116-0.
I mean, that's why they didn't rotate.
Real quick before anybody gets to the next thought, and just want to break this down so we can skim through it. I just don't want to pass it, but this was a great break. I think this is where I think this is where the game was won, to be honest. But AG, he sneaks through mid. Look at this rotation from Ravens. And look how they're set up. They have one guy in the hill watching tunnel stairs. They have one guy watching like mid stairs. And then they have two guys pretty much just picking up front. Like, if to me, this is almost like, I don't want to say red dot chasing, but I will say kill chasing. You know, like I feel like they're just trying to play for kills off hold. Just trying to play for people pushing off hold. And it's like, look at where Optic is right now. Like, look at where AG is. Like, nobody's even watching their pinch. And then one goes down, AG finds two. They come in, bada bing, bada boom. And then while all this is happening, Optic's getting this time. Take a look at the play here from Bruce. He's just trusting his teammates now to just pick up those kills at old. They just got a clean break. And then he wins the fight at new. And now they just chain two hills here. They chain two hills. They just go on an absolute tear. I think Ravens break in here at like the last like 15-20 or something like that, like somewhere like right here towards the end. And then Optic, they just hold that P2 and they get a big lead. And Ravens, again, just chasing the game the whole way through. I definitely think it's a skill diff, personally. Don't think the vetoes had anything to go about it. But Chris, go ahead. I know you wanted to say something.
I was going to say, I agree with you, Javi, how this map is a little bit easier to win if you out-rotate teams. It could be a little gimmicky sometimes, but then you look at the vetoes and they picked Karachi Control when they had the opportunity to play High Rise, which again is a gimmicky map. And Karachi is one of those straight-up maps, and I saw Optic look really good on it lately. And as we'll see later,
the gas station
Fred put on an absolute fucking mixtape on that map. It just doesn't make sense if their thought process is to play a little bit more gimmicky maps to play Karachi against
we use gas.
Optic.
I'll be honest though, even if they got gimmicky maps, like it wasn't helpful.
What goes in the car?
No. This is a very
like gas, like
talent series, and Carolina is nowhere near
competitive
enough to beat these guys.
Optic set 4 KD records in the series.
Gas and
this is basically
I would actually 2010 after their first map.
It's gas and oil.
Every single player on Optic individually.
It's a liquid. It's not a gas.
It's gas and oil.
Gas.
Molly gun. Why did you call it gas? It's not a gas. It's not a gassy substance, though.
Yeah, I'm the only one that calls it in the fucking whole United States, Sassy.
The point I'm trying to make.
I know the point you're trying to make, but I'm not the only one that calls it that. That's what it's called.
It's not a gas.
Unleaded gas. Or premium gas.
It's gas and oil.
But it's not a gas.
Okay, but it's not a gas, but it's called gasoline.
It's gasoline and oil.
Lee. But it's not a gas.
I'm gonna fucking choke you out.
Seriously?
Why'd you call it gas when it's not a gas?
It's gasoline.
Oil.
Petroline.
Golly.
Lee. Can you
Well,
correct
that's all it is,
this cunt?
Fondell. It's gas and oil.
So, if you lived in Germany, would you gasoline the Jews?
It's gas and oil. That's all it is.
Would you fuck?
Sassy. That's all it is.
Bondo definitely would gasoline the Jews.
It was kind of hurting him. He was kind of getting caught out, or he would just back up. They would get the opponent. They would lose all the plane control. Which, to be honest, Carolina, they were just giving Optic Texas plane. What do you guys think about that? Just giving them straight plane control. I mean, Vic, when you're here, you're a player. Obviously, you don't want to steal too many of your strats or anything or ask any federal questions, but do you think it's a good play trying to rotate plane and just giving it to teams?
I mean, I feel like with the way spawns work on defense or offense, you can get to P1 much earlier than the defensive team gets to S-keys. So a lot of teams have been stacking that side of the map heavier and leaving plane a bit more empty. But I don't know, man. Carolina didn't even try to push that side of the map either. So on their offense, so I don't know.
Then you fall into problems like this. So like Optic, they just hit him with a little bada bing, bada boom, little how you doing? They hit him with some tags.
Yeah, no,
it's there. Carolina, they all swap over, and then look, they break their ankles.
You can't
you see how Optic,
you don't drink
you see how Optic tries to like child the left side of the map because they know they get there first, and then they rotate to A. I feel like Carolina didn't try to do that at all. I don't know.
They tried it once and they ran
can't drink gas, can you?
Yeah. Well, I definitely
the opposite way. Fucking
but it was weird because the first couple of rounds, Carolina just
you drink it only once.
It's just like I haven't seen it too much. Like, people at least send one or two people there just for info at least. But yeah, interesting strats coming out of the Carolina Roar.
I'm so close.
Close? Is that code word for? You gonna drink gas? Anyway, Fondo, why'd you even put gas in your automatic car? Is that not like electric powered?
Skill diff. This last map is even more of a skill. This was a 3-0 wipe in control.
Well, everything. I think the Optic set like 4 brand new CEO records.
Vehicle.
Yeah, which is actually insane. I mean, I'll skim through the control, guys. Really nothing to see here. Optic with 2 defenses.
And they went to go get gas at the gas station.
And the offense, they were just AG was having a field day, just running around red. I'll skim through it, and you guys can watch the masterclass. Any thoughts on the series?
It's like where the plug goes. Where I put gas.
Optic have vetoes now. Like they played Skid Row almost every, if not every series. They played Karachi every series. Like
right in the kisser.
These are more so for the better teams in the league because again, I think if you're like the Ravens, it doesn't fucking matter what you play. But more like FaZe, Toronto, New York, these teams. Miami, shut up, Vic. You can't give Optic these maps. I don't know, like whether you're Vamos, bitch. I don't know if you're playing like. If you're gonna veto your worst maps and just give Optic these, if you're playing Optic on Skid Row, if you're playing them on Karachi Control, like these are maps that they are just dominating team zone.
Yeah, I will.
I feel like that movie leaves a little behind.
Some things
it's all about you.
Kind of shift with who spawns.
Yeah, just want to watch the last episode of Frey.
A couple of weeks, I just spawns again. What we have now might shift that clear, but I agree with you. Right now, if I'm a DDL team, unless we've got the best Skid Row of all time,
what about Friends?
I would not play these guys on that map.
I will say
just want to watch the last episode of Friends here.
That much in terms of the new spawns.
What does happen in the last episode of the Friends?
No,
fucking Ross don't get away with Rachel.
Personally, I would.
Are you asking about how a Friends ends or what?
A lot versus this team
yeah,
because Fred is here.
On a
Ross gets with Rachel, Chandler, and Monica move out.
It's on a great note. All the people you want together stay together.
The only person that I really fucking liked in Friends was Chandler. Chandler was the only character that I liked.
Well, he's deep.
He's gone.
He's going insane.
I've
He's
noticed
a
a big change
skeleton.
in Kurt's game is I think the
Nah,
first
I
couple of series
really like
he
Chandler. I
was
thought Chandler
playing a
was
little bit
great.
slow, waiting too much for
I just liked his fucking sarcastic
people
attitude
to
to
challenge
everything.
him and then make action. He's actually
I feel
pushing
that
the
that's
personal
kind of
favorite
making plays and putting his guns.
scene from that series was when Joey was talking about
Go
when
to
he was
work,
getting
and I
his
kinda like
tux
that
made.
just
He's
like,
like,
get it going.
he's like,
Yeah.
wait,
That was
he
good.
was like 16. He's like, wait, 15.
Good adjustment on his
And
end.
then he looks at Chandler and
Kind of
he's like,
looking like
wait, what?
Vanguard, right? Where
When was 1995?
he was just like kind of chasing that, like
And then fucking Chandler's like, this was
Like,
completely
the way he
improvised and they kept it in the
he's like a hunter, bro. Like he
tip when there's resistance. He's
They
like, do a
tried
little,
to-
yeah.
They tried to.
And then he like does.
just finds
Well,
them and
chase
just
you
keeps
down,
pushing
Sorry,
them.
Jada, what you
This is
said?
Oh no! Then he did the action of like taking the Q-tip out of his ear, putting it in his pocket, and then patted
It
him
was,
on the head.
they tried to do a TV show where it was
He literally
Joey
says it in the list.
from
and then
Friends,
No,
and it was
OE,
just
I mean,
him,
this
but it
offense
didn't really take
was
off because it wasn't the
clinical
same.
from
was it?
Optic. They played great. Pat,
Like,
I wanted to ask you, what's next for the
As
Royal
annoying as
Ravens?
he was, I liked Ross. I thought Ross
A
was
roster
alright
change, Tom.
because he was.
In my least
favorite
and I wanted to follow up because you asked me what my takeaway was. I just want to say this. My first takeaway is thank God they got rid of the blue and red in their logo. Like I thought that looked hideous on the Ravens. I like the Carolina blue and white. So that's at least a positive for me.
Put it right in the Phil Nelson.
Other than that though, Tom, I think a roster.
I'm gonna get off for a while.
You get off. Who you get off
for me?
No, I'm gonna.
I know you guys are saying get Real some time.
Hey,
the time
that's
is up.
sassy.
That guy's gone.
Listen,
up
okay.
next would be God Rex. If I don't
We
see
all sound the same. You're
immediate
racist.
improvements
You're
from
fucking
God
racist.
Correct.
Every American in here sounds the same. Just cut about fucking
Gwen is the only guy right now.
all the time.
I'm like 100%
No, I can
confident
actually
about.
understand
Obviously,
Lee
Clay's
most of
had
the
some
time. I can't
moments, so he
understand
doesn't have to go
sassy.
just yet.
That'll mumbles.
But yeah,
That's
I think
fine.
again, this
Wanna
goes
see
for
my
every
American
team in the league
impression?
who sucks,
Yeah.
right? Like you need to get ahead of these
I'm
roster
gonna use
moves
my credit card
because
Oh my god, I hate
like we
you
talked about, there's a
for that.
bunch of teams want them.
Yeah, I
drive an
steal
automatic.
The players that you could potentially get later. And
Hey, let me use my
all
credit
teams-
card.
Burger King fruit lettuce.
You got to think if you think
Number-
about some of these amateurs
Number 15.
or like even like
Burger
Sunday
King food
substitutes or
lettuce.
whatever
Why
the
do
hell
you
want to do over the
sound
holiday
like
break that
him?
have been seeing success in these like pickup cups or whatever, these early unofficial cups. You could probably get ahead of the
Because I
curve because
am
these guys
lettuce.
probably know the spawns.
You know,
probably
like,
with the new patch,
One in
more
your
than the
Burger
pros will
King.
when they first start
I mean, that's
practicing.
Jenks
kind of
gave-
irrelevant though. They're gonna get 3 weeks.
I think Asian
play.
folk like
Yeah, but I know. But
see when
like,
they
you're
take
gonna
the piss
get,
out of
you
American
start
folk,
ahead
think
of
they
the
just
curve,
like
so maybe it gives you a
widen
head
their
start.
eyes a bit and go, "I'm gonna use my credit card."
So I also want
The worst
say that,
accent is Hero
like
Bears.
it catches up on you when you don't get any CDL points. Like
takes
you
him
don't
about a
qualify
week
for champs.
to
I can
get a
speak on
sentence
experience
out.
last year.
It's not an accent.
We're just
It
good on
is
the
his
last major.
accent.
If
Like
we were good
when
the
you
whole
hear
year,
like
we could have
people in his
qualified.
background, they sound exactly the
Yeah,
same.
exactly. So it catches
You know
up
what?
on
I'm
you if you
all
don't
back on
if you
that
don't
fucking
start
actor,
getting points on the
Martin
scoreboard.
Freeman.
So
You know the one
that's
that did
another point.
Bilbo
It really
and
only
The Hobbit.
the roster change thing because I think a couple of these teams are maybe a
Has any
change thing. And all
cunts
it
ever
takes is
seen
one of these
Fargo?
pro teams to think about. Every other team's going to like.
Oh,
dimensional
Fondo.
LAT,
You need to
Rocker,
watch Fargo.
like,
You
there's
need
a
to
bunch
watch
of
Fargo.
teams
Vegas,
that make
It is.
Vegas,
Carolina.
obviously.
I mean, I don't
It's
need to
fucking
do
amazing.
anything.
that probably need to
No,
make.
you need
Actually,
to watch Fargo.
Fondo, you
There's only
need
so
to take
much good talent
a
in
dump.
challengers. Like
I took
to
one
me, you
before
got to
I
be the first one.
showered.
I mean,
Smart.
It'd be
Smart.
crazy if there's been
Usually.
zero
So I could wash
challengers
my
cups and
bunghole.
we're already picking
Just
up
falls
That
down
was
the
another
drain,
thing I was gonna
right?
bring up, like back to your break thing, Ben. Like think
Stomp it down the
about it. If I had to
drain.
go into a 3-week
Yeah.
break going into
Then
2024 and
take a
challenges,
shower.
we still know nothing. That's
Bro, I vented
crazy.
on my stream this morning about this. I'm like, bro, are we gonna like? So if they don't say anything by the end of next week, like they're probably gone to the end of the new year. We won't know until the beginning of January. It's fucking crazy to me.
Didn't teams sell
Crazy.
passes already? Didn't Boston already sell passes?
Well, we know Boston will have an open event, but the problem is we don't know how the seeding is going to work going into that event. We don't know
I was
how elite
talking-
qualifiers are going to work.
I was talking to my challengers friends, and I was basically saying like, yo, how funny would it be if you pull up to the first event and they use your MW2 pro points as your seeding?
I mean, that's the only metric they have to go on right now, right?
They
That's
won't.
probably what might happen.
They won't. They'll run at least one cup, but I think problem is 1 cup is also not enough either. So like,
I mean, 1 cup is crazy, bro. Like the number 1 team, internet could go out, like they could get upset, and then just fuck the whole bracket.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
Any names, Chris, that come to mind? Any shout outs for people that maybe could get picked up? I know you're kind of in that challenger world in that space.
Just looking at the rosters, people that have been doing great. Obviously, you got your known quantities, your candidates there. You got Asim, you got Brack, Kremp. Those guys have been looking really good in the challenger space. But for some people looking at some of the people that, or some people looking at some of the players that you may not have heard of, Gunsey is a really good SLG player. Cruz,
we should have had a movie on right now.
Really bad that whole team, they team with Eric Boom right now. Javi, you know them.
Well, anyway,
those guys are all
Martin
really good as
Freeman's
well.
he's an
They're
English
hard
actor,
workers,
right?
very smart
But
guys.
he plays someone from like
literally fucking bans his entire roster.
Yeah, but those guys are in
So
Europe.
Fargo
Like,
is
I was
based
talking,
in
we were talking about the
Minneapolis,
show, how, like, the whole visa
Minnesota.
situation and having to bring
So
over
he's got
players
that
is gonna be
sort
hard,
of
especially for the lower tier
fucking
teams that
weird
may not
American
want to spend
style
that money.
accent,
Obviously,
but
those
like
guys are gonna be insane in challengers.
you know, like the sort of
what about
Minnesota
Penguin?
accent?
How's he looking this year?
I don't even know how to explain it, but he does it so fucking well that you wouldn't even know he
I
was
think he's locked in.
American.
As a
It's like he's a paid
Yeah,
actor.
he's on
or something.
Boston's sub spot.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
but
to
he's
be
a
fair,
really
they're
good
all
fucking
right.
actor.
They're all contracted to that Boston org. It's not
Just
like they
saying,
can
like,
for free.
he's
No, but like,
Yeah.
no, but like, have you never seen like actors
But
when
to
they're
me,
trying
it's
to
the
do like
same
Scottish
thing.
accents
They're all
and they just
signed to the
can't
org
fucking do it?
regardless. Like, if another org wanted them, it would
I've
still have to
seen
be a
many
buyout.
actors
Also,
that
boys,
seem that can
Dave Patty is also
accents
bad.
quite well.
Like Robin Williams, right? Like everybody's got, oh, Robin
he's
Williams got a really good Scottish accent. He doesn't. He doesn't sound Scottish at all. He sounds
Dude, I do want to say one
stupid.
thing before we move on to the next series, though.
When he did this, is like,
He's
I know-
got
I
the
really
Hey
hate, like,
Jimmy
talking about roster
accent
changes
that
this
doesn't
early,
even exist anywhere in
just because
Scotland.
it's such a small sample size. But in the landscape of
the
the current
racist
CDL
accent.
and how
You're
the
not
format
counted
works,
to do it.
The
if
best-
you dig
the
yourself a
best
hole
person
early in
for
the season,
doing a
similar to
Scottish
what Mike said
accent is
earlier,
that
like you
Moran
really fuck
fucking
yourself qualifying for champs.
Margoyle.
And I know, like we've played 5 matches.
You know
or
the
4 matches, whatever,
English lady
but
was in
there's
Harry
really
Potter?
no time to fuck around. If you
She
go, if
played
you dig yourself into a hole,
that was
major
a
one,
Madame
like
Pomfrey.
you're just
She's got.
Especially because there's literally
no,
what
she
4
hit the
teams
best.
Oh,
like that. We can all
the bitch
assume
that turned into a cat
to have a
the whole
champ
time?
spot locked
No, that
up,
was,
right? So there's
oh,
8
what's her
spots
name
fighting
again?
for 4 spots.
She's
essentially.
famous.
Like,
She's famous as fuck as well.
Also, this we've had conversations about this, but this is potentially the last
That's
year
gonna
of the
annoy me,
CDL.
huh?
Like, this is the time to take risk. If you're one of these organizations that might pull out eventually,
That's going to
like,
annoy me,
at
her
the very
name
least,
now.
if you,
I know who
eventually
you're
sign
on
some of
about,
these
but
people,
it wasn't
take some
her.
risk, you're
But
paying minimum, it's not like
Maram,
you're gonna be really losing anything.
Margoyle,
You
or
might
something her
be
name
able
is.
to
She's
make a
probably got the
run in the
best.
final year of,
Like English,
the
she's an
CDL
Englishwoman,
potentially.
does a really good Scottish
Yeah,
accent.
somebody in the chat just asked, "Hey, Tommy, can we see the full stats from the series?" And I have them right here. Of course you can.
Oh, it's bad.
you don't want to see him.
This is a
The old fat lady.
Rex
Ah,
0.9, Real 0.52, Clayster 0.66.
5k damage
1.0.
in 3 maps is.
And everything you see on social media, she's talking about fucking shagging and willies.
Remember the last one?
Might as well, he's just a double dirty bitch.
Shotzi
Ah,
1.4,
cold
Kenny
dirty
1.44,
bitch, man.
Dashy 1.6.
If you want to fuck her, you'd have no problem doing it. But she's 82.
From AG. I mean, that is just unbelievable.
On to the next one, bro.
That's
Jesus
all right, though.
Yeah.
Christ.
On to the next one. Let's hop back on in to the next series of the day. The Battle of LA. The LA Thieves going up against the Los Angeles Guerrillas. We got Subbase, Hardpoint, Karachi, Search and Destroy, High Rise Control, Invasion, Hardpoint, and
Yeah, what are you
Invasion.
watching, God?
S&D guys, what did you think about the vetoes? Sam, I know this is your team. They got shit
What
up
happened,
today.
Sam?
They
What
got
happened?
slammed, bro. They got slammed bad.
What happened, Sam?
We tried to rotate to
looking
a
up
P5
new
on
meta
P2
guns?
subs.
Yeah, I actually... okay, Sam, I actually wrote
Fuck
that down
us,
in
man,
all
you
caps.
watch some
Unless they
male
got some
shit.
crazy meta strat that I'm unaware of.
Yeah, so we're definitely gonna pull up some of these plays. First and foremost, want to highlight Diamond Con.
How
a
can I
little
not
bit
hear
for
any of these
for the
cunts you're
Los
watching,
Angeles
God?
Guerrillas, bro. Connor has been insane for LAG, bro. I feel like he is by
I'm going
far
for
their best
by
player. Would
you.
you guys agree with me?
Ah,
on that?
Yeah. He's been gross. Nah, he's been good all year. Even in the losses, he's been performing.
He's been good, bro. He's been insane. And one thing that I really liked about this P4 is what he does here. Just him staying
I won't
alive
put
top
Terraria.
3. He knows his
Problem is,
teammates
you
are
know,
back. He's
I'll be
playing
stuck
his
with
life
the
up
setup,
here.
dude.
I mean, this setup right here,
I
like
tried to
Diamond
play
Con
it,
just
didn't know
staying
what I was
alive
doing.
and popping all these kills up here and playing his life. I mean, it just makes the break so much
Why
easier
has it
for
all got white
LAG.
guns?
And
And
once
why
they
is it
get
all
this
white?
break here, they were kind of able to expand their lead. And you guys know on Subbase, it's really, really easy to hold a lead because all these hills are pretty mixy. Like, it's pretty hard to hold like solid time on Subbase.
What's that?
So right here, I just thought it was a really good play from Diamond Con to get top 3 control. let his teammates play around the back and just play some kills because it got them a lot of time here on P4. And we go into the P5 hill. Yeah. LAG's here early, Sam. I know we talked about this a little bit in the watch party, but this is the one hill on Subbase that I think you actually can hold and lock down some serious time on. Chris, I can ask you here. I mean, do you think this is a money hill in terms of Subbase? Because I think it is. I think this is the one hill you want to try and get to.
The only reason she's only known is because she is, in a way, not related, but like
hill because
family.
You can trap them in the back of that. What is it? P4. However, Thieves did a really good job of.
Was it?
Because if they didn't,
are you talking about the one who recently died, or a current living
relative?
relative?
Shout out today is
Priscilla. There's a movie called Priscilla, but it's meant to be Priscilla's story about being married to Elvis.
If
and see, to be honest,
I feel like they can beat this team, and he did more than that.
I'd rather watch.
This entire series.
I went to the cinema to go and see the movie about Elvis. I don't understand.
So
I do understand why Elvis was so famous.
Yeah,
but
I'm
at the same time, I don't
with
because
LAG,
he
and we'll
never
get right
ever
back
wrote
to
his
the
own
talks.
songs.
Let's see how they sound.
Absolutely P2 plus.
Like all his music was stolen from black people.
Made the right side time. Trophy is it. One snow, be careful. Try and focus guys now. No, and one's close now. That's no.
Like every song that he sang was written by a black artist, but because at the time nobody listened to black artists.
Racism was really huge there, and they're all being discriminated, so they just lived with it and thought, oh, Elvis is better.
I just accepted it because he was white and he sang it.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog. You ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no pal of mine.
My favourite Elvis song was fucking Wise Men Say Only Mutants Russian.
I'm was a return ascender.
But I can't help falling in love.
Alright, this was a long ass listening, so I'm gonna mute that. I thought this sounded pretty good. I mean, Sam, we were talking about it a little bit in the watch party. Just it sounded better than normal or than usual.
Hunt did fucking Hollywood or the Devil in Disguise.
It looked really good. Ben, I know you wanted to say something, so go ahead, bro. The floor is yours. Thoughts on the first map? I'm gonna pull up where I let these ran to the wrong hill.
I mean, we've seen what happens when like an AR goes off on this map, where they just control like top, middle, top three, and I thought that Connor did a good job of just getting 1 and 2 pieces and keep it going. I just every time that Thieves rotated to any one of these hills, they instantly got broke by LAG, and they were just never able to play on the front foot the entire map. So I thought it was a really good start from LAG, and
he stayed on the base.
Up the spawns here
if you watch the movie about him, he never left the base. He lived in one of the general's houses.
Look at where people are spawning. Like, look, I'm just gonna let this play out here. So watch where Cammy spawns. Cammy spawns.
And you know why he got
top
sent to the army?
Which makes sense because somebody's spawning in the back, but then
because he didn't like the way he danced.
Spawns in the back again. Number 2 spawning out there. 3's dead.
Gave him 2 years.
I feel like the spawns weren't fucking consistent. They were spawning on top of each other there.
Those actually made sense.
It made sense because number 2 was blocking, right? Like
yeah, number 2's blocking. He dies. They spawn on the back. Number 7 spawning on 4.
And back in MD,
it makes sense for this game, Sam, but in a perfect scenario, that is a terrible spawn.
Nah, the one that made no sense was the P3 after LAT got a 3-piece. I think it was Connor spawned there and shot 2 people back.
Isn't that crazy how like we'll see shit spawns like that? Like, yeah, it makes sense because we know how to read like broken stupid spawns. Now in reality, it's like that is just a
fucking was it Fairy Tale in New York has been cancelled, but here's Cardi B singing about her pussy.
Call me old-fashioned, right? Call me fucking old-fashioned, right? But I think that song is completely fucking inappropriate, and it should not even be in the chart.
Don't hold your breath, Ben.
It's vulgar. No, the fucking wet-ass pussy.
I was gonna go with that.
Oh yeah.
So this is where LA
I don't think it's
Fairy Tale New York
to the wrong
fucking
hill.
cancels because
I gotta rewatch this because maybe it was in the moment thing. Maybe they were trying to get like a setup going. But
we've been singing a bit of fucking fanning.
Let's take a look here and see where the hell they were going. Okay, so right
especially
here,
the fact
that
everyone's spawning P2 on the road.
They spawn P2 and look at them just jump out the windows and look at them go. Look at them fucking go. They are sprinting to get over to that tin building, that
listen to
P5.
Cardi
They
B.
go 3 dead, 4 dead, boom, and they
I
lose
mean, it's all like
control.
young girls listening to that shit.
They were trying to do
I just
too
don't
much.
think it's.
So
They're trying to get like a crazy setup, right?
That's where my
willing to
fucking
bet,
age
I'm
kicks
willing to
in,
bet
is
their
it?
ideology is like, let's push them out of here and like let's get mid-map control because you're going to see what Assault's doing. If Assault camps here on that rotation,
Am I wrong,
on that
Drac?
snow, he pretty much prevents any sort of
For
flanking
what?
that's going to go on.
Thinking
So
that
they're trying
wet
to,
ass
like,
pussy is
flip the
completely
map, basically,
inappropriate.
to spawn
Well, I just think
LAG in the back,
Nicki
but,
Minaj in general.
At that point, when the hill's about to pop,
You
and
got to
have full
take
map
what the
control,
game is giving you, baby. You spawned it in the new hill.
I feel like you just close the doors, trophies down.
No, you just play out the fucking. You just play out the back and hold from the hill.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't even understand that. If you spawn them in the back, then you just have to give up the setup you have anyway to try and help the guy in hill.
I'm just.
So, like,
it makes no sense. You triple spawn a new hill. You triple spawn a new hill. There's no reason
trying to get the
do
10,
this.
in my opinion, whatever ideology they have,
That's
is
not
just a horrible play. I just don't understand what the point
I
is.
can understand. Listen, I can understand one guy doing it and getting the top 10 because actually the like makes cover the window blender cover makes sense to me. But then you got to help the guy in hill.
I mean, you can just completely